Hello and welcome to my channel, The Crochet Doctor. My name's Amy and I'm a doctor who crochets. In this video, I'm going to be crocheting your suggestions. In my video, Can I Make £250 Worth? I asked everybody what I should do with this yarn. It's been sitting in my stash for a very long time. I made one snake with it a little while ago and I haven't really known what to do with it since. I don't know how much is in here or how many suggestions I'm going to be able to make, so I'm going to start with the smaller ones. But I figured I would crochet what was left in the comments. The first thing I think I'm going to do is a leggy frog. I use a paid pattern for leggy frogs. I'll insert the link below. These are a few of my staples, and I think I am going to try one thing I've not tried before. Stay tuned to see what that one is. However, let's start with leggy frog. I think this colourway is looking really good on frogs. I may have to get more of this. It's so cute. Hi. Let's do the eyes. We have eyes. Now, I at one point was going to change the way I do my leggy frog's eyes because someone pointed out that they were a bit creepy and a bit strange. They're embroidered with burlap blanket yarn, and I tried doing it with my cotton embroidery thread and it didn't look right. I don't put safety eyes in the burlap in the smaller safety eyes because they are just too small and they fall out. You have to have massive ones and they didn't look right either. This is what we're sticking with, and a lot of people really like the odd look to him. And he grows on you, especially if you just give him a straight mouth and you fold his arms up. He looks super grumpy and they look really funny on the stall. I'm going to finish the rest of his body. This bit I do slightly differently to the pattern. I do deviate quite a bit. It gives him a longer body and it's a bit more grippable. Let's do that and then I'll catch up with you. Isn't he adorable? I love him. I love him. I'm always thinking of buying more of this yarn just to make more in this colour. He is so cute. I really like him. And I love how you can manipulate the arms in this pattern, make him look a bit grumpy. Grumpy guy. And we also have them climbing the cage work that we have. First project, not bad. I say not bad, absolutely lovely. The suggestion was actually frog rather than leggy frog. I think we can do my froggy friend pattern in burnout and see what he looks like. Let's give it a go. He's my little froggy friend. He's turned out obviously a little bit bigger than my regular froggy friends, but I still think he's incredibly cute. I decided to do the burlap blanket black eyes as well, just to stand out a bit more on the yarn. But these are our frogs. Put his arm around him. Be a little bud. What do you think? I think I prefer this guy to this guy, but I still think this guy has like got a certain squash, like a ball-like figure. It's very satisfying. And then obviously you've got your squeezable froggy friends. But yeah, I think this yarn is fantastic for frogs. Whoever suggested that, brilliant idea. Now, the most popular suggestion was turtle. I do sea turtles, and I make them in lots of different colours. I have lots of different turtle patterns. The pattern I make is more of an amalgamation of all of those patterns. So it's kind of something I've made up based on what other people have done. There isn't a specific pattern for this guy, but let's get him done and see what he looks like. Oh, he's brilliant. It's a lovely colour for a turtle. Oh, I never liked this yarn, and I'm liking it more and more now, the more little guys I do in it, but I think it works a treat. To everybody that suggested sea turtle, this is fantastic. Isn't he lovely? The way I do my turtles, I do slightly bigger fins at the front, slightly smaller ones at the back. I have a slightly pointed nose and a flatter top. I've edited things, and eventually I reckon I will get around to making some form of video tutorial on this, because I have been asked a couple of times, but there are so many turtle patterns out there, there's lots to choose from. This is our third make in this yarn. Oh, he's lovely. There we go. Get your mates. I'm like getting a little posse. I love it. This is what we have left. It's still quite a bit, actually. I think it is enough to make an alligator, which was a suggestion that I really liked, and hopefully enough to do a viral crochet pattern that I have never tried before. So we're going to do the alligator first and stick around to see what's next. Now, originally I was going to make a larger alligator, one that's usually about this big, which I've made several times before, but I stopped making it a couple of years ago and I couldn't remember why. I pulled up the pattern and then I remembered the pattern is written in a really odd way and I just couldn't figure it out. I know that when I used to do this pattern, I edited it and rewrote it and made it more my own so that I could understand what I was doing, and I redid the row counts and things. Can't for love nor money find it. So this is the baby gator pattern. I'll link the pattern down below. I usually do it in chenille yarn. This is the first time I've done it in burlap blanket, but I think he is super cute. I might actually have to do more of these in burlap blanket and test them, because he's adorable. And he's sort of a good size little plushie, actually. I think I've done him in a way that he will pass UKCA testing. We shall see. That's 4 items so far. Now, I promised something new. Lots of people suggested the Drift Octopus pattern. This is by the Crochet Carpenter. I've seen it a lot. I've seen his Drift and his Rift. And I already have a couple of octopus patterns, so I never really branched out into that. But I want to see what all the hype is about. It seems to have gone a bit viral and lots of people are doing it. I have a fair amount of yarn here and I was going to see how much I had, whether I could do the Drift or the Rift. I think Drift is bigger, Rift is littler. Given the amount I've got, I reckon I can do the Drift. I have pulled it up. I'm going to put, oh no, lost it. This is Drift the Octopus. I am going to purchase the pattern on Etsy and we will give it a go. I'm not going to do the safety eyes and I'm not going to do it as a finger puppet. I'm going to do it as a regular plushie with embroidered eyes. Should we see what he looks like? I'm quite excited. Let's see what all the hype is about. He might be adorable. I was doing the tentacles and I've made an error. I've done the wrong number of slip stitches between each tentacle. I need to frog this. I'm also playing yarn chicken at this point. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tentacles, so this has to make another 2. I don't know if it's going to, so we're going to frog it and then we're going to pray. Oh, this is so sad. I'm going to frog all but the last tentacle. I need to change the number of stitches I do in between. There we go. Read the pattern better, Amy. We're going to start that again. I frogged it, as you saw, redid it with the correct stitch count this time. I also had to tighten my tension a little bit because I needed to winter yarn chicken, and we did. This is all that's left. But, guys, I understand why this is a viral pattern. It's so easy and so cute. And you just want to play with the tentacles. My mini octos are a pattern all from Jade, and they're tiny. And the tentacles on those aren't very playable. They're nice and squishy, and they're just really cute. And then the only other octopuses that I have are the great big anchors. And they take ages to do. And don't get me wrong, they're beautiful, but they have to be a higher ticket item. They have to be expensive, purely because of the amount of yarn and effort that goes into them. They don't sell all the time, but people love playing with the tentacles. Then we have the jellyfish, which have the rounded tentacles, and they're in the chenille yarn. But I think having a Bernat octopus on the stall to play with, this could be like a middle tier priced item. I think he would just look super cute. I don't know if this colorway would be my favorite in him. I'm thinking blues and teals, but guys, this is just so cute. I completely understand this pattern now. I've been resisting it for a while because I already have my patterns already done, but this guy needs testing. He has to come with me. And I think the way that it's constructed, that it will pass testing, no problems. The only bits that might be a bit at risk will be the tentacles, because there is a little gap there, but actually it's pretty strong. I reckon I could hang 10 kilos off of that, no problem. But look at him. In this video, we have, obviously, our Drift, our baby gator, our turtle, our Leggy Frog, and our pocket frog. All of these patterns, obviously apart from the turtle, will be linked below, but this is what we made with that skein, making your suggestions, and I love it. We have 5 items that are perfect for my stall. And new items to test. I'm thrilled with this, absolutely thrilled. The other half loves him. I might do a little challenge and build up a big stock of these guys, because yeah, I'm starting with just the one. Test him and then build up that stock. Anyway, thank you so much for all of your suggestions. I do read every comment that comes on my channel. I try and respond as best as I can, but there were just so many comments I had to respond in a bit of a bigger way. So thank you so much for inspiring this video. If you did like this video, please hit the like button down below. Hype if you've got any hype left. Leave us a comment, maybe some more suggestions for future. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from myself. I'm trying to branch out. I have lots of other ideas and I'm hoping to go live this weekend. Fingers crossed. But until then, we're going to say bye, guys.